We have it's action-packed. There's a lot of moving parts. It's going to be great. First off, let me let you know that we have our interns in the house. Interns, say hi.
Woo!
Yo.
Hey.
All right, so right now, I want you to hurry up if you're on IG. Or I want you to go to IG. I want you to go to the Instagram page for us. And I want you to pick which of the 3 interns are going to get a deep-fried selfie. Let me explain what this is. Whoever you choose to get a deep-fried selfie is going to go egg wash, flour, and then they're going to have to take a selfie, and they're going to post it on their social media. So you get to pick who gets basically gunk all over their face. We're really excited about that. I hope y'all are. Real quick, guys, we talked about last week what are the things we missed, so we decided to go ahead and dress up with the things that we missed. So we're going to go to Joseph first. Joseph, what's the thing you missed?
There are plenty of things, honestly, that I missed, but one of the ones that I know many of you are probably feeling the same, not super important, but a big part of my life sometimes is
super necessary.
Sports.
Yep.
I miss sports. I miss just getting to sit and root for a team, specifically LeBron. This was the year, man. We were hot. LeBron's going to win the MVP. We were going to go to the finals and win. Who knows?
Second best player of all time.
So
I'm going to go with what I'm missing. We talked last week about me missing hugs, but reality, and hopefully you can see it. First off, I miss BISD, working at BISD, but more importantly, I miss my school. I miss Beatport. Anchor down, people. I miss my students. I miss my work family. I just miss being around all my folks that I love dearly. So that's why I wore and are repping my BISD Beatport High School. What you got, Mary?
Beatport. So tonight I wore a brew and bake shirt, and I have fresh coffee for today. I think over the last several weeks I've definitely missed brew and bake, but not just going and getting coffee there, but just hanging out. That's where I enjoyed meeting students and leaders and friends and just chilling sometimes by myself. It was awesome. So I'm super excited that maybe someday we'll be able to hang out there.
And I appreciate you bringing me
just chill.
some.
Yeah, maybe I
Yikes.
didn't. But anyway, shout out to Brew and Bake. Y'all are the best.
All right, Alex, what you got?
So, I mean, last week I said I missed Home Goods and Target, which I do, but what I'm really missing, because not that I was planning on going anytime soon, but the fact that I can't go to Disney World.
Makes you miss it more?
Yes.
Alex, how many times have you been to Disney World?
11.
Yeah, a lot.
That's excessive.
Most has been in my adult life.
She loves Disney.
You're not even like, it'd be different if you lived in Florida, but you don't, and you
I've
go that often.
contemplated moving there. So.
Wow.
She's all about helping people plan their trips, too.
Yes, I'm very good at planning
That's
Disney
fantastic.
trips.
She's awesome.
So hit me up.
All right, Alex. So Alex is going to also, real quick, before we get to the next thing, you're going to read to us what we talked about on Instagram this week.
Yes.
What you got?
Yes, so we asked you guys the same question. We wanted to know what you were missing. And a lot of you said your friends, or you miss coming to church, you miss your small group, you miss sports, or just being in school. But let me read you some of these. So Kylie said, I really miss sneezing and someone saying, bless you.
That's funny.
Instead of looking at me crazy.
That's
so good. That's so
really
That's great.
good.
Yes, and then Lily, girl after my own heart, says, I miss going to Target just to walk around.
That's good.
Yes, so good.
I feel
That's
you,
a good one.
Lily. So
Good
great
one.
answers.
I like it. I like the sneezing and people saying bless you. That's fantastic. All right, guys, what we got up next is we're going to jump into an amazing game. Joseph, are you ready for explanations and what we're doing? All right, Joseph, take it away.
let's go. All right. We've got our interns here. We've got a great game for them. And listen, if you are in the chat right now on YouTube, you can win right now. And so listen, the first 2 students who write that they are Team Reagan, Team Hilda, or Team Nick, right now, first 2 students who pick your team, the interns are going to be playing for you, and you have the opportunity to win something right now. So let us know, Team Nick, Team Reagan, Team Hilda, who are you for? And we'll find out here in a second who's playing for who. All right, we're going to play this game. It's called Meal or No Meal. And in a moment, I'm going to get our interns to come up, and they're going to select one of these 10 Happy Meal boxes. And hidden behind them is either a gift card of varying amounts that if they're playing for you, you get to win and they get to win as well. But for half of them, there's actually a meal that they're going to have to eat. I won't tell you exactly what they are, but the best thing that's out here is a $50 gift card to Amazon that you might win. And the worst thing out there is probably a Happy Meal. It's a little different, but you'll see in a little bit what that is. But let's go ahead and get our first intern up. Let's see, Hilda.
Hi. I'm really nervous about
Yeah, you're nervous?
Yeah.
All right, well, What do you miss the most? What are you wearing right now? What does that mean?
I am wearing my UT shirt. I miss school a lot. Yeah, and just hanging out around campus. It's beautiful out there, so yeah, that's what I miss.
Had to come home. All right. Are you ready?
I guess I have.
Do you have a favorite number between 1 and 10?
Let's go. I'll do 10.
Okay. I don't know quite who you're playing for yet, but I will decide that here in a second once I get. You said
Okay.
number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
Are you sure? You feel confident?
No, but I'll take 10.
All right. If you were the first person to say Team Hilda, she's playing for you. I'll know here in a second. Here's what you get.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Tabasco sauce.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know if you're like super confident or that's something you love because you were a little freaked out for a second and then you were comfortable.
Yeah, I think I can do it. Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, my.
Let's go.
I mean, you don't have to finish the whole thing, but you can
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
do.
And
Yeah, you do. You
this.
have to finish it all, Hilda.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Go, Hilda.
That's good.
So
No,
sorry.
the rest
I'm
of it.
so
That's
sorry.
good.
Whoa!
Girl.
Good job, Hilda.
Oh, way to go,
Good job, Hilda.
Oh, I'm tearing. Okay.
Hilda, I'm feeling for you right now. I'm so sorry.
Great. All right.
I need milk.
So in the chat, Hilda, you're playing for Zoria. So unfortunately, Zoria didn't win, but Zoria, you kind of did win because you got to watch Hilda do that.
Oh.
So you're a champ. Congrats, Zoria. All right. Who do we got next? You can take your cup.
Oh.
All right. Who we got next? We got Nick.
Yo,
Cap and gown and everything. What do you miss? Tell me.
I miss school, but not like, just like going to school. Not online school. Online school's bad. It's not fun.
Sweet. All right. Nick, you are playing for Joe Kukla, all right, in the
Okay.
chat.
I got
So
Joe
either
Kukla.
you can win him and yourself a gift card, or he just gets to watch you eat something. Out of these numbers, 1 through 10, 10's already been taken. What's your number?
Okay. 1 + 2 is 3. 3 minus
We're doing math over here because he
Minus
misses school.
4.
4.
Final answer.
All right,
Gift card.
ready?
That's a gift card.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yup.
$50
Yep.
Amazon gift card.
Nice.
Joe
Hey,
Kukla,
Joe Kuklo.
you are the winner, bro.
I appreciate you.
Congrats.
want
I
a
think you
refund.
appreciate me.
I had to drink
Let's
Tabasco
get it.
sauce, and he gets a $50 Amazon gift card.
You just got to pick. You picked wrong. All right. Congrats, Nick.
Yes.
Good job,
You're
Nick.
spared.
Way to
You
go,
get a gift
Nick.
card as well. All right, who we got next? We got Reagan.
Let's go, Reagan.
What you wearing, Reagan? What does that
So-
mean?
I miss my small group girls. Normally on Wednesday nights, we'd all be hanging out together with the leaders, and so I have all their faces, most of their faces, on my T-shirt, and so that's what I miss, is my sweet small group girls. But anyways,
Awesome. Are you excited for this game?
not really.
Well, you're playing for Kat Macy in the chat, okay?
All right, Kat.
So here are the numbers that are left. What are you feeling? You feeling lucky? There's some good gift cards
I
left.
am feeling lucky.
All right.
I'm gonna choose number 7.
Number 7. All right, let's see what it is. It is. Are you ready?
No.
$15 Domino gift
yes,
card.
you're welcome, Kat. We did not have to eat something gross.
Nice job.
All right, we'll
Reagan.
get that
Way
gift card to you.
go.
Congrats, Reagan. You made it through the first round. All right. Half of these are gift cards and half of them are food, and so the odds are beginning to not go in your favor. All right, let's get Hilda back up. Are you still alive, Hilda?
I'm doing okay. I'm okay.
You were pretty confident about Tabasco sauce until you actually had to do it.
Okay, well, it coats like your entire, my tongue hurts right now, and my eyes won't stop watering, and I'm sniffling a lot. So
Well, I'll just tell you, there were some things in there that are also worse, so
I'm really
count it a blessing.
nervous.
All right, you're playing for Tate in
Ooh,
the chat, okay?
Tate,
All right.
little tater tot.
Are you feeling confident?
Yeah.
All right, here are the numbers that are left. Pick your poison, pick your meal, or no
It's
meal.
definitely
Come
not
on,
going to be
Hilda.
worse than the Tabasco. I can still feel it.
What you gonna pick?
My soul is telling me 2.
2. Okay.
That's the one.
Two.
That's the one.
I'm
feel it's
so
a good one.
nervous.
Two,
Wow.
two.
Come on, Hilda.
Oh, I didn't like
If you
that
thought
look.
Tabasco was bad,
No.
$10 Amazon gift card.
Nice.
Oh, my heart I did not like the look that you just gave.
Congratulations, Tate. You get a $10 gift card, and Hilda gets spared.
My mouth's
You're
sore.
safe. Awesome. All right, Nick, round 2. You went home with the biggest prize. Let's see if you can take the biggest loss up here. All right, you're playing for Kaylee Kershaw. She said she was Team Nick right away, so
Okay.
make her proud. All right. You see the numbers? Which is yours?
Okay, Kaylee. Here we go.
The crowd is helping.
I'm going to go with
He's doing math again.
6.
6.
You know, statistically speaking, it's probably something disgusting, just so we're clear.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's not
Probably.
No,
much
no,
that's
no.
up
I'm
here
good at
that's
this game. I'm
good.
good at
Number
this game
6.
6.
Number 6.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
Dog treats.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Kaylee,
Nick,
I'm
my
sorry
bad,
you didn't
my
win a
bad.
gift
You
card.
picked
Finally.
I picked 3.
But you get to watch Nick eat these and listen.
Oh, those look good.
Are they the bacon ones?
I picked
Does
picked
Larry
ones
like
that like I
Larry
thought
loves
those
these.
wouldn't be
They
bad
look
to
delicious.
This is going to be
So-
the best dog treat I've ever tasted.
It looks like a Slim Jim.
Depending on how
Just think
confidently
Slim Jim.
you eat
Take
that,
a
I'm
bite.
going to suggest you eat all 3.
Oh.
Let's go.
You have to eat at least one.
Come
Round
on.
1.
I mean, you gave somebody a $50 gift card and this person gets
Think of
nothing.
That's
it as
good.
like beef jerky.
Oh.
Like
Describe the
Slim
texture.
Jim.
Describe it.
Your face is amazing.
It's like a Slim Jim, but like
For dogs.
minus 27,000.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You think you can finish that one?
I don't know. Hold on.
Just
It's okay.
One more bite, Nick.
I can't
That's
swallow
good.
it.
I think he's good.
I think he's good.
Do you
did
want something else
great.
that's in there to finish?
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
You don't need to throw
Okay,
it. You're
dude.
good. You're good.
Good
You're
job.
good.
Thanks for
Okay,
playing.
No.
Next
No throwing up.
contestant.
Way to be a good sport.
There's a
All
trash
right.
can right there,
Reagan,
Nick.
you're
Take
in.
your cup
Trash
with
can
you.
right there.
Sorry.
All right, Reagan, you're the last one.
My odds
Really,
are not
everything good has been taken. And the worst one is still out there. I'm kind of hoping you get it.
Why? Why would you wish that on me? Don't speak it into
All right, Reagan, you're playing
existence.
for Cammie R.
Cammy, that's my girl. She's on my
In the
shirt.
chat.
Where's
She's
she
on your
at?
shirt.
Yeah, she's on my shirt.
All right, make her proud.
I'm making you proud, Cammy.
Here are the
All
numbers
right.
that are left. Which is yours?
I'm gonna 3. I don't.
3? Is this 3?
Yeah. Is it a good one?
I'll give you the chance to change.
No.
Are you playing games with me?
I don't know.
Dang it.
Is it
3.
a good thing
All
or
right.
a bad thing?
It's cottage cheese.
I hate cottage cheese.
Cottage.
Yes.
I literally. Oh.
That's not even the
Cottage
worst.
cheese is
Yes.
disgusting.
My
not
mom
bad.
knows how much I
Literally.
hate cottage cheese. The texture. No.
Oh, why does it look like
Wow. That's not a little bit, homie.
Is there a spoon?
No. Just with the cup.
No, it's
just
just a
straight
cup.
up.
Take a little bite.
Cammy.
You know.
5
Yeah,
extra
Cammie
points
doesn't
if you
get a
use your
gift card,
fingers.
so all she gets is
I'm
to watch
sorry.
you do
It
this.
smells so bad.
Hold
Hates
your
cottage
nose.
cheese.
Hold your nose.
You had that
Just
coming.
take one good bite or drink. I don't really know
Oh,
what that's
honey.
considered.
A good sip?
You
What
got
It's
do you do
literally
with the
gonna like
cup?
fall
You can
all on
do
my
it,
face.
Reagan.
Finger and just stick it.
Hilda has some Tabasco sauce too. If
It
you
doesn't even
That-
move.
Ma.
Cottage cheese is so
Let's go.
disgusting.
Let's go.
It doesn't even move.
I don't.
For the girls. It's for the girls.
I would say
Cammy,
hold your
For
nose.
Cammie.
girls,
Your
I
hand's
love you.
occupied.
just close your
Quick,
eyes.
hurry.
Do it. You
Have
can
to
do it.
it.
Ready? Reagan, it's okay.
Ready?
Come on. 1, 2, 3, back.
So
Come on.
sorry. Oh,
I
oh.
feel
Don't
you.
look at it. Just don't look at it.
You got this.
Hey,
Come
you
on.
got it. Let's go.
Come on, Reagan.
Let's go. Woman
5,
up. Woman
4,
up. Let's go.
3, go.
Whoa,
There you go, like a
there
champ.
it
Good job.
is.
Good job.
That's
Good
what
job.
I'm talking about.
Reagan, trash can.
Reagan.
Trash can. All right.
Reagan. Reagan.
Reagan. Oh, great job.
Cammy,
Take
we
your
gotta
cup.
do
Here's
well.
water.
Take your cup.
Good job,
Good
Reagan.
job.
All right. Thanks for playing. Listen, I got one last thing. I've got a $50 gift card for whichever intern wants to do the Happy Meal.
Do I also win somebody in the chat a $50 gift card?
Wait.
Maybe.
I'll do the Happy Meal.
Blended.
It was what we. Oh,
Are you still in?
I'll eat it.
All right, Nick.
oh Nick.
Nick.
Brave soul.
Nick.
You are
Nick is a
so-
champ.
Oh no.
We're gonna pick somebody in
Nick
the
is
chat.
a champ.
$50. Nick, you're gonna get to pick.
Why does that look like?
You don't have
Wait.
to finish this.
Okay. Yeah, we got it.
Can we know what's in it? It looks like tuna.
What's in it?
This
It's
is
literally
actually
a
the
Happy
worst thing
Meal
I've
that
ever
was
done
put in
in
a
my life.
blender
Did it including milk?
and water.
It smells very toxic.
French fries, milk.
Just one good swig.
Okay.
Let's go. Good
That's
one.
my man.
He's shaking.
That's my man. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Party foul, party foul.
Yes,
good
sir.
sport, Nick.
Nick.
Save the people with
Oh
their
my lord.
Nick, I'm so impressed. Was it worth it?
Nick, you're the man, Nick.
It looked
I'm
like there was
so-
chocolate shaken.
Wait,
but
so he got
there was no
$100
chocolate
in
shake.
Amazon gift card.
Oh, Nick is just
Oh, honey.
dedicated. All right. That's all we
Okay.
got for you.
Oh
Hope
my
you
gosh,
watch the
we need some
chats.
good
Great
Yeah.
job.
I think we need some good news after that.
Congratulate the
All right.
interns.
I
They're
think so,
champs.
too.
I'm going to give
They're
you
awesome.
the good news. All right. We're going to continue our weekly segment that we have, which is good news. We got quite a bit that we're going to go over. So let's go ahead and get it going. So our first bit of good news. This was really interesting. So a factory in Pennsylvania called I'm going to butcher their name. I think it's called the Braskem USA company. So they already were making really important materials for surgical masks, N95 masks, and all that. They decided to do 28 days in a row. So they volunteered. Any people that wanted to volunteer to do 2 12-hour shifts is going to continue 24 hours. And these people decided to take the 28-day challenge, and they went with it.
So
They
cool.
stayed there, they worked, and they were able to make so many really, really important medical equipment for our first responders and for the people that are in the front lines fighting COVID. So that is awesome. Good on you. All right, our next one. This is a little bit more local. So this is from Houston. So this group of brothers, Matthew and Jeremy, they were people who already volunteered in downtown Houston, in particular with the homeless. So they decided, they're Jewish, and they wanted to take their yarmulkes that they had, and they wanted to create face masks. So what they did was they asked for donations of people to donate their yarmulkes, and the yarmulkes are their traditional skull caps that they would wear at their big religious festivals and activities. They got over 600 yarmulkes donated. They've made so far up to 350 masks to give to the homeless
Wow.
in downtown Houston, which is
Oh
an
my
amazing
goodness.
thing. COVID has been really, really bad with the homeless community because they don't really have the availability to get these things. So these guys took it upon themselves to kind of do something extra. And real quick before we end up, most of you probably remember Stuart Hall. So Stuart Hall was a guy that came and spoke with us during high school retreat. He spoke in here. He did a Sunday service
Yeah,
that Sunday.
Big stuff.
Big stuff. He's been there at Big Stuff, and we've known him for a while. Well, Stuart Hall had got sick, and he contracted COVID. He was at one point ICU,
Ventilator.
Ventilator.
the whole nine. He just today, they sent out
Yeah.
a picture. He got out, and he's going to go into a normal bed.
Yep.
And this is huge. I mean,
So awesome.
while he was having this, there was a lot of situations that he was going through. I mean, just amazing, amazing thing. Again, 2 weeks ago, the guy was ventilated, and he's able to finally be in
Yeah.
a normal room, not having to be on a ventilator. It's
So
awesome
awesome.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of support, a lot of people praying for him, a lot of you praying for him too, and so super cool
Yeah.
to see his progression.
Cool. That's our good news for the week.
Awesome. So I just want to give you guys a quick update on our deep fried selfie. So right now, Nick
Oh.
is in the lead.
Oh,
Now, hey,
yes.
he just took one for the
Yes.
team.
He
Fix
did.
Finally.
He
Fix
did
this.
just take
Rigged.
one for
Well,
the
Nick's
team.
gotten 2 gift cards, so maybe he deserves
He
to do the deep
deserves
fried
it. Oh, he
sandwiches.
deserves
Sure, it's
it.
$100
He
on
deserves
Amazon
it.
right now.
And if you don't remember what this is, one of the interns that you vote for on Instagram is going to put their face in eggs and then flour, eggs, flour, like you would.
And
if
take
you
a
were to
selfie.
Take a selfie.
Fry some chicken.
We will be
So,
posting that selfie as well.
Yes, for sure. So,
Sweet.
Yes.
Well, if you interacted with us on Instagram this last few days or this last week, we've actually taken all your names, put them in this container over here, and we're going to begin to draw 5 names, and we're going to randomly give away some prizes to you. And I want to show you really quick the prizes that you might win here in a moment. We can go ahead and put it up on the screen. So here are the things that we have to win. All right, we have the unreleased student ministry T-shirts.
Yes.
People don't have those yet, and so if you get one, you're cool. And you have,
bragging rights.
yeah, you're ahead of everybody else. Unreleased.
Ahead of
Dinner on
everybody.
Us is a possibility.
Sure.
What else? We'll send you a Bluetooth speaker, a burrito blanket.
That's important.
That's
which is
super
pretty
fun.
cool.
Pretty cool.
There's a snack, emergency snack kit.
That's important
Looks
too.
awesome.
Some different gift cards. I think there's an Amazon. I think there's an Apple. Some of the other things is Jaime does your schoolwork
It's
for
true.
a week.
I'll do it.
I know a bunch of
Straight
you are
hundreds.
on doing
Straight hundreds.
schoolwork and you just can't
I
stand
mean,
it.
he is a teacher.
If
so.
you win, Jaime will do your homework.
It's true. I know all the secret
But put
codes.
your name on it is
Cheat
what he
codes.
said. All right. One of them is Mary's van, which is always on here because Mary just really wants to get rid of her van.
It's coming out of the shop today, so it should be good to go.
So good to go. You might want to win that.
Comfy.
Some of the things that interns contributed to this list.
Yes.
We've got Hilda's moon rock collection.
Yeah.
And
Legit.
seriously, that's
pretty
a
good.
real thing.
Yeah.
Hilda has a
Good.
rock collection she's willing to share with you.
I do. You can have one. Well, you can have multiple. You can choose.
Well, we put on there they can have all of them, so
Okay, well, they can have
They're
all of
all
them. I'm willing to give
that's
it
what
up
they
for the
get.
cause.
All right, Reagan mows your lawn. You might not know this, but Reagan actually used to have a lawn care service
did.
and still has the company name registered. So
Reagan's Lawn Care.
Yeah, Reagan's
At
Lawn Care. So
Gmail.
she will come and do your yard work for you.
Nice.
It's a pretty
And
good
then
deal.
last one, magic lessons with Nick
It's true.
over
Via
Zoom.
Zoom. He's got some tricks too.
And
I've
he
done
is
them.
very private about his secrets.
Yeah, it's
and he's
legit.
like, this only can be one person who wins.
Yep.
That's right.
And so that might be you. You might get to win. And the other thing that was on there is the intern fathead.
And I'm excited about that one.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
pretty
make
cool.
blow up faces of the interns and send it your way
And-
so that you can have them just to have.
They
Take
can go
them
on
with you
vacation.
everywhere.
Yeah, vacation.
Send us pics.
That's right. Ride
All
the
right,
bike.
should we see?
All right. Yeah,
Let's
who's the
go.
first person?
Our first winner is Lily Fontanella.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's see what
What's
you
he gonna
win.
Intern fathead. Intern fathead.
My
All right,
man,
let's
my
go.
man.
Snack
Oh,
survival
snack
kits.
survival
That's
kit.
fun.
It
I like
looks
it.
legit.
Sweet. All right, we're going to reach out and we're going to send that to you in the next couple of days.
That's right.
All right, who's
All right,
next?
Who's next? Let's see. 2020 Pokey.
Oh, hey,
Who's that?
2020 Pokey.
2020 Pokey.
Whoever you are.
We will figure out who you are.
Yes.
What do you get to win? I'm hoping it's the rock collection.
My
Or Mary's
man,
van.
my man. Oh, that's fun.
Hey, You get to
Nice.
be one of the cool kids. Unreleased BPF student shirts.
All right.
Let us know what color you want.
I'm
There's
intrigued by
four.
who 2020 Pokey is, by the way.
Put it in the chat.
Yes, if you are 2020 Pokey and you're in the chat, let us know. All right, next person.
Oh, dear. I need some glasses.
Anne-Marie Merritt.
Oh, Anne-Marie, let's go.
All right, let's
All right,
see what are
you
you going
got.
to take home.
What you gonna win? Moon rocks?
Oh,
Burrito
Burrito
blanket.
blanket.
that's fun
Sweet.
for quarantine.
Yeah.
Those are
Okay.
really cool
It
It
things,
looks
too,
pretty
by the way.
warm and fuzzy too.
Yeah.
All right.
Be
Mary,
sending
you
it
wanna
your
pick
way.
one?
Okay, here's the last one. Is this the last
Oh, we
one?
have two more.
Oh,
Oh.
two more.
Two more.
JK, JK.
Mary's decided to end it early.
Okay, Cora. Here we go. Cora Faith.
Core Faith. Oh, another BPF
Oh,
shirt.
another
they get a
shirt.
shirt
I like
too.
it.
That was almost on my van.
I know.
That was close.
You were so
Great
excited.
timing.
I actually think
Last
the
one.
Your
van-
husband was not
I
excited.
think the
It's like,
van
not
thing
yet.
would have been a great idea, just so we're clear.
So close.
All
All
right.
right. We have Olivia Jenkins, 03.
Go, Olivia.
Let's see what you got.
Dinner,
Dinner
on
on
us.
Us.
That's
Sweet.
fun.
Nice.
We'll connect with you and we will
The-
send you dinner.
The $2 limit.
For you.
Maybe
Hopefully
more.
more than that.
Taco
More
Bell.
than Taco Bell.
All right, was that five?
Sonic corn dogs.
That
That
was
was all
All right,
right.
I say we do one more because Nick
Because
just sacrificed out there on the field.
That's true.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
really
see.
wants to
So,
give away
let's bless
magic
one more
lessons.
student.
Who's it gonna be?
Whoever this is, whatever you win, you should be sure to thank Nick because he drank that for you.
Let's go.
Lindsay Williams.
Yeah,
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
All right, Lindsay, what do you get thanks to Nick?
That'd be pretty sweet to learn some magic tricks.
Amazon
gift
gift card.
card.
Always a win.
always a
Sweet.
good
That's
one.
coming to you courtesy of us, but also thanks to Nick.
That's right.
Easy peasy.
So fun.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, as we just move into this last little segment, I just wanted to share a couple of things that have been on my mind the last couple of weeks. I know when all this started, one of the main questions in my head was, how am I going to make it? Am I going to survive this? What do I need to survive? How can I still get coffee? Which you'd be proud. I've learned to make some good coffee in my house. But more importantly, I miss hanging out, meeting with people over coffee. So how is that even going to happen? But I don't know about you, but for this week, during this week, I feel like it's kind of been a page turning week. Like things have started to change a little bit. You've probably heard by now that the stay-at-home order is being lifted on Friday. The governor and authorities over us are changing things, and they're really starting to help us, phase back into a little bit of a normalcy. I know it won't be anything like it was several weeks ago, but, things are going to be a little bit more normal. And so even before this week, the questions I started asking myself as I was sitting and hanging out and just having my quiet time in the morning were things like, how am I going to allow this situation to change who I am? Do I want to be the same person I was when I came home from Bolivia and suddenly we were having to social distance and do all these things differently that I wasn't used to? Then when all of this started, who do I want to be? And I guess one of the things I've been thinking about too is who has COVID-19 made me to be? Not that I've had it, but what has this whole experience done in my life? Who has it changed me to be? And as things start to be a little bit more normal, how do I want to ease back into life a little bit? Do I want to go at the same pace I was living? Do I want to just do things the same way? But honestly, guys, over the last couple of weeks, I've started really thinking that I don't want to do things the same way. I've enjoyed slowing down. I've enjoyed not having a million obligations and not having a calendar that's been full, that I've had to choose to say no to a lot of things. I've just been able to rest and be with my family and move at a much slower pace, and just really been able to spend some quality time, honestly, in the Word and just with the Lord, and linger around the dinner table, cook meals I've never cooked before that haven't always turned out great, but it's been fun. There's just been a lot of neat things that I've learned over the last couple of weeks. And so I wanted to invite our interns up here with me tonight and just let them share with you some of the things that they've experienced and some of the things that they have been learning over the last couple of weeks. So guys, let me throw out a couple of questions, and I'll just let you share for a few minutes. But here are a couple of things. How has your perspective changed over the last several weeks? How have you changed? And maybe share a little bit about what God has taught you about himself and then also about yourself. So whoever wants to go first can jump in. Go for it. Go, Reagan.
All right. So I think as far as my perspective has changed, it just really showed you that, even things that you thought were going to be sure, I thought I was going to go back into my spring semester and finish it out and go back to my classes every day and stay in the same routine. And then obviously all that's just taken away in a week, right? We're in spring break, then you were going back to school, and then all of a sudden we're not, and all of our activities are canceled. And so that just showed me how we can't take anything for granted, but then also to just take advantage of that situation, or instead of or seeing it as a challenge that we can use to do other things. I've been able to spend more time with God, obviously, which has been great, and just learning more about him and growing my relationship with him, which I probably wasn't doing as much of when my schedule is busier, but now that it's more free, I have an opportunity to do that. And just reaching out to people that I haven't talked to in a while has been really good too, just because you have more downtime, and so you think people can come back on your mind, and I think that there's a reason for that God placed certain people on my mind to reach back out to, so that's been really good.
Cool. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Nick?
Mine with how the perspective has changed was like taking small things for granted. So like online school, I said I really don't like online school. So just going to school, it made me realize I shouldn't take that for granted. Or just being around my family members a lot. I don't know. It's just it's taught me to be patient, with my little brother for sure.
Yeah.
Because he has mild cerebral palsy. He's autistic and he has ADHD. So it's kind of hard to just be patient with him.
Sure.
And even just leading, we have a small group right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just doing it over Zoom is just way different than doing it in person. So you take that for granted too,
Yeah.
having a small group in person.
For sure. Being able to be live. I think we all miss that with
Yeah.
each other. It's hard. All right, Hilda.
Yeah, I agree with Reagan and Nick. I really had time to think about, what do my friendships look like now, and how can I make them better now that I have all this time to invest in people that, I had friends in Austin and I have friends here. How can I make that merge a little better, and even take the time out of my day and yeah, I still have school going on, but I can make those friendships better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for sharing. I also was able to talk to a few students, and one of the students I was talking to this week just shared that, before all this started, it was so easy to get carried away with school and friends and sports and all this stuff, even just showing up to church and just checking it off, maybe not fully present here, but, I did church this week and checking off the list. But she was telling me that through this experience, she said, I've been reminded that I don't have to be at every social event where I left feeling drained and trying to please everybody or to be like everyone else around me. She said, I realized that I want to minimize activities and stop feeling like I'm in a rush to go everywhere and just enjoy the life I've been given. And I think we probably can all relate to that, just being pulled in a million directions.
Yeah, I think especially 7th through 12th grade, whether it be like sports, school, all of it is such a schedule, and all of it can make you, it goes by so fast, and you don't realize that until you stop and look at and observe and analyze what am I spending my time on?
Right.
What is important to me now?
Yeah, so good. James 1:2-3 says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And I don't know that I've used the word joy. I don't know about you guys over the last few weeks very often. I don't know if I said, man, this is awesome, or I found joy in this. That's something I really had to work hard on. And it's hard to use that word when you're stuck at home or all your plans keep changing, or you think, okay, next week I'll be able to blank. Or in 2 weeks, I know I'll be able to go back to brew and bake, or maybe whatever, And it's just so hard to find joy in that sometimes. But it's been so cool, and I know y'all are on social media, seeing some of the things our students have been doing to find joy or to serve someone else or just to do different things. It's been fun to see celebrities even not necessarily change what they do or do anything, but they're just doing it differently. The Some Good News with John Krasinski. That's been super fun and funny. He's used that platform in different ways. But I think for me, this testing and these hard times, when I stop and think about it, my prayer is that it only makes each of us stronger, and that I don't want to get to the end of this and be like, man, I made it through, but man, I became someone that was stronger, that loves the Lord more, that is more than who I was when I stepped into all of this. Because I think when we stop and look at life in the grand scheme of things, there's always going to be another storm. There's always going to be another hardship. We may not see it. We hope it's not this, because this is not super fun. But hopefully when that next storm comes, we can walk through it stronger, and we'll be stronger during that next storm. So as we get ready to go tonight, let me leave you with this question, something I've been thinking about this week and that we've kind of talked about over the last week a little bit. But how is God using this situation to change you? How is he using it to develop your faith? And as you go to small groups tonight, those are some of the things that I want you to unpack and to really pause and think about. And not that everything goes back to normal on Friday and our life is suddenly going to look like it did 7 weeks ago. But as we start to go back into a little bit of normalcy and we have choices, how can we evaluate where we are and what's next for us? So if you don't mind, I'd like to pray to close us out, and then we'll jump into some other fun stuff. God, thank you so much for tonight. I just thank you for the students and leaders that are tuning in. I just pray, God, that you would make us stronger through this situation, and that we would know that the testing develops perseverance, and that we would trust you more. I just pray that you would guide us this week and help us to share our faith with those around us. It's in your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Awesome. Thank you all so much. Well, I think we have some fun stuff that we need to find out who's getting that deep fried
Not me.
selfie.
Not
Who
me.
is it going to be?
Who is it
Y'all
gonna
ready?
be?
All
All
right.
right.
You got an update for us?
Yes, I have the results, and
Is it Nick?
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
going to change things up.
It
so
changed.
Oh.
first is the worst, second is the best. So second is Hilda.
Let's
And so Hilda's
go.
doing a selfie.
You better. Do you have a rubber band for your hair?
I do.
Poor
girl. Oh,
Hilda.
girl. Here, let me help you out.
Excited about
It's going to be so great.
They really voted for me,
Do you have a
even
hair?
though I won them gift cards.
That was your idea.
They really.
Get that hair back. Get that hair
Okay.
back. We got to go. Yes. Oh, girl.
Oh no, Hilda.
Okay, we're doing it twice.
Okay.
Double dip.
Oh,
Maybe
Look.
stick your hands in and like wipe it on,
It's
like
gonna-
Mufasa.
Oh, a facial.
Yeah,
the
like,
monkey.
we went
please
full
don't, please
blown.
don't put it
Oh.
in my face.
I'm just, no, listen, I'm just lifting it up.
Go, Hilda.
You gotta get that face all the way. Hold your breath.
Oh.
That's good.
Oh, gosh.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe. That's one. That's one.
One more time.
Don't breathe. Oh, girl. Oh,
that's
girl.
really
Oh,
weird.
one more. Oh, one more.
Oh.
Oh
That's
no, that's in her
amazing.
mouth.
Selfie time.
You
Oh,
look
get that on
cute,
Joseph.
covered in eggs and flour
This
too,
is so
Hilda.
good. This
You
is
still
so
look
good, girl. Right here. Oh, wait. Ready?
Dang.
1, 2. That's
Do it with the
amazing.
peace sign. Nice.
How does it feel? Without touching this, or
Oh, don't spit. Don't spit. They got to
Ooh.
be in that.
All over.
Don't inhale.
You're amazing.
great
You're
look,
amazing.
Hilda.
Guys,
Oh.
tonight has been so much fun. It has been awesome having our interns up here. We hope you have an incredible week and that Hilda survives. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Have a
I'm
good week,
just
students.
happy that Hilda
Awesome.
got hers.
Yay, Hilda.
This was Hilda's idea. Guys, we'll see y'all next week.
Later.
Next week is our last one. It's going to be a party. See you soon.
Make it big.
Bye.
Great job, kid.